In this video, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for making the Audra crochet motif poncho and beach bag. You'll need Biseau baby yarn, which is a number 3 DK weight yarn, and you'll also need a G6 or 4mm crochet hook. For the poncho, I used Biseau baby yarn in colorway Ecru, and for the bag, I used Biseau baby yarn in these 5 colors: blush pink, salmon, turquoise, aquamarine, and splash. Our yarn to our crochet hook, you can use a slip knot, square knot, does not matter, whatever way you prefer. And we're going to start with the first large motif, and it begins with a chain 5. Slip stitch to the 5th chain from your hook to form a ring. Chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and work 15 double crochets in the ring. Double crochet is yarn over your hook, insert your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. And we'll do that for a total of 15 double crochets, plus the original chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so we'll have 16 double crochets in the ring at the end of round 1. Slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join. This is what your work should look like at the end of round 1. You should have 16 double crochets. Round 2 begins with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and work 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do 1 more double crochet in that same stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch. In the next stitch, work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and we'll repeat that all the way around. At the end of the last repeat, chain 1 and slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join. And that's what your work should look like at the end of round 2. Round 3 begins with a chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch, chain 7, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next double crochet, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, and single crochet in the next double crochet. Chain 7, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and single crochet in the next chain 1 space. So you want to repeat this all the way around. At the end of the last repeat, you want to slip stitch to the first single crochet at the beginning of the round to join. And this is what your work should look like at the end of round 3. If you're doing your motifs all in one color, you would not be fastening off, but if you are changing color, and you could change color at the end of each round, you could change color any way you like. I'm going to be showing you one idea that I had for color, and that's doing the first 3 rounds in blush pink, and then each of the next few rounds will be done in salmon, turquoise, aquamarine, and splash. So I'm going to grab my second color of yarn now to start round 4. If you had not fastened off the first color and you were going to continue on, you would start round 4 by slip stitching into the next chain 7 space. But when we're starting a new color, you can slip stitch into any of the chain 7 spaces. And the round begins with a chain 1, and we're going to work a bunch of stitches all in that chain 7 space, starting with a single crochet, then a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, then 2 double crochets, because we're working around the chain, we can easily slide our stitches over to make more room. Next we need 5 treble crochets. Treble crochet is yarn over twice, insert your hook in the space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do 4 more of those. 2 double crochets, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. And so our repeat for round 4 is to work 1 single, 1 half double, 2 doubles, 5 trebles, 2 doubles, 1 half double, and 1 single crochet in each chain 7 space around. At the end of round 4, you want to slip stitch to the first single crochet at the beginning of the round to join. And now, whether you're fastening off at the end of this color or continuing on in the same color, the way we begin round 5 will be slightly different. You're going to slip stitch into each of the next 5 stitches to get to this point here if you're doing it in the same color, but we are going to fasten off. So I'm going to just slip stitch into that particular stitch. So the stitch we're trying to work into first here is the second of the 5 treble crochets. So we'll count across, it's the single, half double, 2 doubles, treble, and second treble. We're going to slip stitch into that particular stitch, chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and work a second double crochet in that same stitch. In the next stitch, we'll work 2 double crochets, chain 3, and 2 double crochets. And in the next stitch, we'll work 2 double crochets, chain 3, and then we're going to skip the next 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that'll put us in the same exact position to start the next repeat in that second treble crochet of the 5 treble crochet section. And so the repeat is 2 double crochets in that next stitch, 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles in the next stitch, and 2 doubles in the next stitch, chain 3, and you want to repeat that all the way around. At the end of the last repeat, we replace the chain 3 with a chain 3 equivalent. It's a chain 1 and half double crochet to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join. This is what the end of round 5 should look like. If you're doing this in one color, you'll continue on from this point. I'm changing colors, so I'm going to fasten off and join a new color of yarn to begin round 6, and I'm going to use aquamarine. So you would start from that same position if you didn't change color, but if you're changing color, you could join in any of those chain 3 spaces between the shells. Because there's chain 3 spaces in the shells as well, you want to make sure you're starting in a chain 3 space between the shells. So we'll slip stitch to join chain 7, which count the first 4 chains count as a treble crochet, the next 3 chains count as a chain 3 space. Then in the next chain 3 space, we'll work double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and chain 3. In the next chain 3 space, we'll work treble crochet, chain 3, and treble crochet, chain 3. In the next chain 3 space, we'll work double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet, chain 3. And you want to repeat this all the way around. In case you get lost at all, remember that you're doing the double crochets in the chain 3 spaces in the shells, and you're doing the treble crochets in the chain 3 spaces outside of the shells. Round, we're going to work a treble crochet in the first chain 3 space where we began with a chain 7, so we'll work a treble crochet in that same space, and then we're going to do a chain 1 and half double crochet to the 4th chain of this chain 7 to count as a chain 3 space. So we'll count it 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what the end of round 6 should look like. If you're Doing this all in one color, you do not need to fasten off your yarn. I'm changing color, so I will be fastening off my yarn, and I'm going to use Splash now for my 5th color. And if you're changing color, you can join in any chain 3 space. If you, or you would start in the same chain 3 space if you are working in the same color and you didn't fasten off. So what I mean by any chain 3 space, though, you could join in any, but to follow the pattern, you want to make sure you're joining in any chain 3 space inside a shell, not the chain 3 spaces outside the shells. So I'll just join in that first one anyway. Slip stitch to join, chain 1, and single crochet in that same chain 3 space. In the next chain 3 space, we're going to work 4 double crochets, chain 3, 4 double crochets. And then single crochet in the next chain 3 space, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. So a quick tip though, in case you get lost, you're doing the shells in the chain 3 spaces outside of the V's, and you're doing the single crochets in the chain 3 spaces inside the V's. At the end of the last repeat, you want to slip stitch to the first single crochet at the beginning of the round to join. This is what the end of round 7 should look like, and this is what the end of the first large motif should look like. So you want to fasten off and weave in your loose ends.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please leave them for me in the comments. Everything we talked about today, you can find as links in the video description below. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you in the next video.